Well, we wrapped up all Big East teams. Now we're going to come out with our top newcomer. Top newcomer, what do you think, Emery? We're talking JUCO, we're talking a redshirt freshman, and we're talking freshman. Who's going to be the guy?
Look out for South Florida. They have a defensive lineman coming in, an incoming true freshman, Ryan Giddens. You know, he's 6'4", 235, a beast off the edge. And he's going to get in there with that defense. He might get some snaps early, but I think he's going to be top newcomer.
Top newcomer for me is a running back, DeAntwan Williams of Rutgers. Look out for him. They got a stable of backs. I like this guy. And I'm going to go with an offensive MVP. I'm going to go with my team, who I'm going to give you my pick to win it. It's Matt Grothe. I think he's the most valuable. You know, nothing pretty at all, but he's going to get the job done. I love his enthusiasm at quarterback. Who's your offensive MVP?
I'm going to go in West Virginia. Without Pat White there this year, look for Noel Devine to have a huge year. He had 1,300 yards last year. This year, he's going to be more of the focal point as they bring Jared Brown along. So I look for Noel Devine to put up some insane numbers. So look for him to be the player of the year, I think, on offense.
Defensive MVP, I'm going back to my team, and it's a safety who anchors that secondary, Nate Allen.
All right, well, I'm staying with South Florida. I'm going to go with George Selvie, the safe pick. Anytime you have a pass rusher in college, you can't go wrong with that.
Sounds like I convinced you on the South Florida Bulls predictions.
That schedule, that schedule looks real nice. If they can get past Florida State, this is going to be another big year in Tampa. One more thing that I forgot to mention about Syracuse defense: 5 yards per rush they gave up last year. That is terrible. They have to improve that, Syracuse.
That needs to get at least under 3.5. They want to have a winning season.
And change the uniforms back to the old Syracuse uniforms.
Let's see if Marone will do that. But best pro prospect, Anthony Davis of Rutgers. Offensive tackle. This guy was highly recruited. Ohio State wanted him, but Rutgers, he was right in the backyard over there near Piscataway. He's right from that area. Rutgers pulled him in. This guy is going to be the best pro prospect in the Big East.
Well, we agree on something, because I'm going to have to say Anthony Davis as well. It's uncommon for an offensive tackle to be the big prospect. Yeah, everyone wants to pick a skilled player, but this guy really can play. Flat out block.
And as I bragged before, I'm going to shun the Wyckoff native Greg Schiano for the USF Bulls to win the Big East this year. And they're going to get challenged at a conference, as you said, at FSU, and they could win that game. And they also play Miami. But those games aren't going to matter. I think they're going to win the Big East this year. Who's your pick?
It's easy to say I want to pick Rutgers because of that soft schedule. But I think South Florida as well, too, can win that division. Pitt, I have a lot of questions about those guys. They lose a big player, so they need to find a running game. But South Florida, I think, is going to win that division.
Who am I, Billy Mays? I'm selling everything to this guy. All of a sudden, he likes USF. He went from Rutgers, Pitt, West Virginia. He's on USF, too. We love South Florida to win the Big East, and that's your conference preview. For more college conference previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NCAA.